What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant. Before we get started, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel as I go live daily. We drop content daily, stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments section, as I'm always intrigued to know what you all have to say about these topics. And ladies and gentlemen, what the hell is wrong with Colin Kaepernick, bro? Is this becoming... He's the Ben Simmons of the NFL, bro. Every year, if y'all notice, Ben Simmons, when the NBA season starts, he drops these pictures, these photos of him working out. May even drop a couple clips of him shooting some threes and something crazy like that, and just sets everybody up for another failure, another crap show, because by the time it's time for Ben Simmons to play, it ain't nothing like he promised us. It's never the expectation meets the results. Colin Kaepernick has learned a thing or two from Ben Simmons, I would say, as he has been continuing this grift of expressing his want to get back in the NFL for quite some time now. And I thought it would have faded away by now, because it's been, 7, 8 years? I don't even know how long it's been since Colin Kaepernick has been in the NFL. I just know that every time the NFL season swings around, Colin Kaepernick is in the headlines talking about he still wants a head coach, a starting quarterback job. This dude is so delusional that he doesn't even want to be a backup. He thinks that he can still, in his own words, he thinks he can still lead an NFL team to a Super Bowl. To a Super Bowl victory, he said. Not just make it to the Super Bowl, but a Super Bowl victory. And shout out to Sean Merriman, man. Sean Merriman, a former linebacker. When I was watching NFL, very as far as dedicated to it back in the days before I quit watching it for some years, Sean Merriman was one of my favorite players, a star linebacker. Used to bring the pain during the era when you could still tackle somebody. Sean Merriman said this man is delusional. Like, give it up, bro. You know what I mean? That ship has sailed. Kaepernick has long since, been doing other things like he wrote a book. He got a documentary on Netflix. I don't really care for much. Let me say this too, man. I used to be a big Colin Kaepernick fan, believe it or not. I know I've had my opinions about him since then, but as far as back when Kaepernick was at his height of his powers, and he was the starting quarterback of the 49ers, I actually liked Colin Kaepernick's play style. He had a very strong arm. He wasn't the most accurate though. Taller quarterback, could sprint, run on you, run like a damn antelope. Like, Kaepernick was the truth. Won me a lot of money on Madden, respectfully. But at the same time, he wasn't ever in that same class with the Drew Breeses, the Aaron Rodgers, the Tom Brady's. Considering, he did get to a Super Bowl, but, he was exposed in the Super Bowl. Let me say it like this. He didn't get the job done. Let me say that. An entire season of spectacular football, breakout football, and then, get to the big game. Wasn't able to get the job done. I can't put that completely on Kaepernick. But besides all of that, he is very delusional to think he could still start in this league. Because to be able to start in this league and lead a team to a Super Bowl, you got to be playing like Patrick Mahomes now. You got to be playing like Joe Burrow now. Those dudes are the cream of the crop now. And Kaepernick, I don't think he's as good as their backups, let alone them. But I kind of feel for Kaepernick because this is just becoming like a sideshow. And, I never 100% agree with him, but I never 100% disagree with him. I think that he was a little confused himself, and I absolutely can't stand his documentary on Netflix. That's some of the most disgusting stuff I've ever seen as far as his pandering and his just playing off narratives. It's kind of crazy, but, I kind of understood where he was coming from as far as if his conviction was really true about helping inner city neighborhoods and all that kind of stuff. He was using his resources to do that for a little minute, got his Nike money, and he's been on his Hollywood tip ever since. So Kaepernick is an interesting character. I'll say that much. He's a very interesting character. But an NFL quarterback, he is not anymore, And to really set things in perspective, the last time we seen Colin Kaepernick in an NFL uniform, he was being benched for Blaine Gabbert, ladies and gentlemen. Blaine Gabbert was I don't even know what to call it. You know, to call him trash. You know what I mean? The best put it, but I think he was a little worse than that. Like Blaine Gabbert was hot garbage. You know, so he was replaced by that the last time we seen him playing professional football, and I just think that it's time to let it go. You know, I think it's hilarious. Also, Jim Harbaugh, the Los Angeles Chargers coach. I don't know what it is about them Harbaugh brothers, man. They both are just overly dedicated to losing quarterbacks. You know what I mean? And I'm not knocking Lamar Jackson, but Lamar Jackson is what he is at this point. And I liken him to more so the Peyton Manning of this era, always putting together spectacular of regular seasons. Can't really find them in the postseason, and always getting outdueled by a better quarterback, which you know the Tom Brady of this era. Ironically, Patrick Mahomes, but. Jim and John Harbaugh are just overly dedicated to losing quarterbacks. As Jim Harbaugh said that he has a head coaching job. Well, let me say this. A couple weeks ago, he said he had a head coaching job for Colin Kaepernick. I didn't think much of it. You know, y'all, I apologize for not reporting it, but I didn't think anything would come from it. But now that Colin Kaepernick himself is back in the news talking about he wants to be a quarterback, not a head coach. You know what I mean? We had to talk about the delusion of both parties. Because at the end of the day, I don't even think. I hate to even say that. I don't think Kaepernick could add anything of substance to a coaching staff. Not, you know, I just don't think so. Maybe because a lot of times mediocre quarterbacks or players that wasn't, you know, the quote unquote superstars turn out to be some of the better coaches. So that might work out for him, but I just don't see how, you know. And at the end of the day, I think he'll be more so of a distraction than actually than an addition. You know what I'm saying, to the team. Uh, but you know, Kaepernick is about to be 37 in November, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe he still got some juice in the orange, maybe. But it's been a mighty long time since he's been in the NFL. So much so, I would argue that the NFL has changed a little bit. You know, I think you know, a lot of people argue how the NFL has gotten softer, but I just think in the terms of schematics and how much more advanced and you know defenses are, because yeah, these guys can't really hit like that, but these dudes are moving like lightning on the field now. You know, you got guys like Trayvon Diggs. Uh, Damn, I was just thinking about a couple other cornerbacks. I just kind of lost my train of thought. But anyway, you got all these star cornerbacks in the league that could easily, you know, track down Colin Kaepernick. I don't see how he would have any success. L'Jarius Sneed, another one of my favorite uh, defensive. Uh, Excuse me, I'm all over the place right now. Another one of my favorite defensive backs in the NFL. You know, these kind of guys are spectacular talents, and I don't think Kaepernick at 37 would be able to outduel or you know outsmart those guys. You know, they'll be able to pick them off. There's a reason why Tom Brady, you know, the alleged NFL GOAT, the reason why he eventually had to hang it up. You know, everybody gets figured out eventually, and the NFL stands for not for long. You know, so Kaepernick had his run. It was a decent run. You know, he did something that a great majority, you know, a vast majority of NFL players have never done, excuse me, and that's make it to an NFL Super Bowl. And, you know, he got a lot of good memories, I believe, of the NFL, despite of how it all ended. Um, but yeah, nowadays, give it up, Jack. You know, and this is somebody that's moderately that used to be a fan of Kaepernick at the height of his powers. But that's all I got for y'all on this one, man. Please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on the channel as well. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as I drop content daily, go live daily, stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, as I'm always interested to know what you all got to say about these topics. I am Tony the Savant. Peace.